as we continue to dig into the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer, people are discovering more and more changes that are being made with some familiar elements of the Marvel Universe. So let's talk about a big one that's become a big topic among fans, and that's some pretty major changes being implemented to Spider-Woman and what Sony is doing with the character. Okay, so just so we are clear here, we are not talking about her ethnicity or anything like that, which some people are focused on. Again, it's the Spider-Verse. There's infinite possibilities and different interpretations, so that's to be expected. Again, I like what they're going for with Spider-Woman here, but there's obviously some notable changes that people spotted when watching the trailer that they really want to talk about. Many of you wanted me to talk about it and explain what's going on here and why are these changes so different. So let's talk about Jessica Drew and the obvious major changes and differences from her comic counterpart. Obviously, the visual changes are completely different. We see that the uniform more or less is the same style, just obviously some different things have been done with it. We can see that also what we're doing here with Jessica is going to be different in terms of the whole spider name, because we see, very much so, it's very clear in this, she is shooting webs from her fingertips. This is more like silk than anything else. And also, if you really think about it and just look at it and think about it for a second, Jessica, Spider-Woman, doesn't really have any real connections to Spider-Man. Again, the Spider name puts her in with the characters, but again, she's not related to the same type of Spider-Man deal. Like, she's not somebody that, like, Moreland is going to go after. She's not, in the Spider-Verse, per se. Like, Marvel Comics has made it very clear that she's not a proper spider person. So here, what Sony's doing is essentially flexing their ownership of the character to bend the character to fit what they're doing. Think of it like the Quicksilver deal that we had with Fox and Disney, where both sides could use it, but obviously things had to be changed. That's what we're seeing here. Sony's allowed to use Jessica, but she has to be different than the comic counterpart, and she can't be that whole shield agent, no spider powers, that type of deal that's owned clearly by Marvel Disney. So here, to use her, they have to literally make her a spider person. Which again, I think works because, let's be real, you're looking into the infinite open multiverse of spider people. Chances are Jessica Drew, in one multiverse, is going to have spider powers. Chances are in another one, she's going to have web shooters as well. So I kind of understand this, and I don't have an issue with this at all. Again, if we're going to start complaining about issues like this, then complain about every single Spider-Man in this, because then we're just kind of getting really stupid and pedantic and trying to really nitpick, and I think that's stupid. I don't have a problem with any of this because, again, it's a different Jessica. That's what we're getting at here, and the other one still exists because it's the vast multiverse, and we see all these crazy things going on in this trailer that reveal to you that infinite possibilities, literally, including multiple video games, are all in this. I think the bigger question we should be asking is, just how important is she in this film? Because we see her very clearly with 2099. So, how big is her role? And does this possibly set up anything to do with the live-action Spider-Verse, where it's been teased very heavily Jessica Drew will have a role in it, and then that's going to be the film being produced next? I think that's the bigger implication here, if you ask me. They're getting people aware of who this character is to a bigger fan base.